Okay, good afternoon to everyone. I am Dr. C.S. Bhubadi. Okay, this semester I am going to handle digital system design. Okay, 18 EEC 203J digital system design. This is a joint course. What is joint course? Already you have come across joint course. Okay, 50% it will be in theory course and 50% there will be practical or laboratory. In the 50%, 25% will be from internal and 25 from the external, both theory and practical. So 25 marks for theory internal, 25 marks for practical internal. Similarly, external theory 25, practical 25. So that is called joint course. Okay. Already you have come across the basic electrical engineering, and in your lower classes you have come across about all those things. Gates, what are the gates? AND gate, OR gate. What is AND gate? To multiply two things. Okay, it will perform multiplication. Okay, AND gate, OR gate, NAND gate, NOR gate, XOR gate. All the gates you have already come across in your schools as well as in the first year. Similarly here, after that the Boolean algebra. So to simplify the equation, that also you have already come across this thing, Boolean expression. So Boolean algebra is used to reduce the Boolean expression. Boolean expression is an equation. Y equal to AB plus CD, like equation. Y equal to AB plus CD or CD bar, that equation. So reduce this equation, we are using Boolean algebra. Okay. So Boolean expression, this is called Boolean expression. What is Boolean expression? Output equal to combination of some inputs. See here, all the quantities will have what values it will have, either A, B, C, D, output Y, either it will have the value 0 or 1. It will have only two values. So we have already studied about binary number system. Binary number system binary number system will use only zeros and ones. Okay, so all the values, either output Y or input A, B, C, D, everything will have the value either 0 or 1. Apart from this, we cannot have any other value. So these are the things already have come across, all those things. Okay, today we are entering into the subject. Okay, first is SOP form, POS form. This Boolean expression, that is equation only. Here in the normal equation, here in digital we will say as a Boolean expression or Boolean equation or logical expression will say. For example, this is an equation. For example, Y equal to AB plus CD plus A bar D. Suppose an equation is like this thing. Here first we are and first we are multiplying, producting, then this is separate product term, this is separate product term, this is separate product term. First we are producting, then we are adding. So this is called sum of product. First we are producting it, first product, then we are summing the products. So it is called sum of product. So this equation is called sum of product. What is the product of sum? Same thing. Same thing means it's a Y will be equal to, for example, A bar B into B bar plus D into A bar or A plus C. This equation is called product of sum. Okay, why it is product of sum? First we are sum, that is first we are using OR gate. Sum, here another sum, here another sum. First we are doing the sum. Then what we are doing? We are multiplying. That is producting. So it is called product of sum. Okay, so first one is SOP form, this is called POS form. Either we will use SOP form and POS form, but mostly we will use only which form? SOP form. It will be convenient for us, or we will use SOP form. Okay, this is the algebra equation. Okay, this is SOP form, POS form. This is the first in our syllabus. First you should know what is SOP form. SOP means first product, then we have to, what the gates used? First we had AND gate here is used, AND gate is used here, AND gate and a NOT gate is used here to multiply this thing. Then to add an OR gate is required. Here reverse. First we need OR gate, then we have to use an AND gate to multiply all those things. Okay, this is the SOP form and POS form. There are two forms are there. Okay, next we have to see about minterms. I will remove all those things. Okay. See, before going to the minterms, first I will consider the equation, three variable equation. Y equal to A, B, C plus A bar, B plus A, C bar. See how many variable function is this? This is an SOP form. How many variable? Here variable is nothing but input. Input only I am calling as a word variable. How many variable? It is a three variable. What are the variables? A, B, C. Okay, A, B, C. So what are the values A, B, C can have? Anything A or B or C will have only what are the value? Either 0 or 1. Okay, so how many all possible combinations it will have? What is meant by all possible combination? Let us consider two variables, simple equation, two variable which is equal to which y is a function of a b, a comma b is equal to some function a bar b sub plus a b, like this thing, some function. Okay, we are having only two variable. Here it is three variable, it is a two variable, both are in which form? SOP form. Suppose we are having a b, so how we have to write the truth table? A will be here, b will be here, next we will have the output y. Normally we will take output as y or w, like this thing. A, B, C, D will be input. It will convenient for us. So in some book they will give w, x, y, z as input and a as an output. That depends upon the book and the faculty. Okay, so okay, now what are the values? A can have 0 or 1, B can have 0 or 1. Similar. So what is the all possible combination? All possible combination means, see, this 0, this also 0, one possible combination. Next this 0, this 1. Next this 1, this 0, 1, 1. These are called all possible. See, any other combination you can't get apart from this thing, any combination. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Only 4 combination is possible. Okay, if it is a two variable problem means it is set to 4 all possible. This is called all possible combination. So for this output may be either, for example, 0 might be there, 1, 1, 1, like this thing. It might be different. Okay, it is an OR gate, but output may be anything. But output also it will be 0, 1. But what is meant by all possible combination? All possible combination means what are the possible combinations for the input A, B? That is called all possible combination. Okay, this is for two variable. So how many all possible combinations are there? See, if we are having n variable, we are having n variable, two variable means n variable, we will have 2 power n all possible combinations. 2 power n all possible combinations. That is, if we are having two variables, if we are having n equal to 2, if it is a two variable, okay, we will have 2 power 2 equal to 4 all possible. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 all possible combinations. If we are having 3 variable, then which is equal to 2 power 3 will be equal to 8 all possible combinations. If we are having 4 variables, equal to 2 power 4 equal to 16 all possible combination. Suppose 5 variable will be maximum for our subject. Here is equal to 32 all possible combinations we will have. Okay, similarly 6, like this thing. So these are the things. Okay, so if we are having two variable means, here I am mentioning variable means input. How many input we are having? Okay, input, that's the thing, all possible combinations we are having. Okay, then this is the output. Okay, so now I will go for the three variable. How many all possible combinations will be there? 3 variable means the all possible combinations will be 8 all possible combinations will be there. See, I will get A, then B, C, and that output is Y. So how many all possible combinations we will have? 8 all possible combinations we will have. So how to write the 8 all possible combinations? 0, 0, 0, next is 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay, these are the all possible combinations. Apart from this, you cannot get any combination. That's the thing. A, B, C can have only these 8 possible combinations. See, how to write easily means, here you can write, this is called MSB, most significant bit. This is called LSB, least significant bit. For least significant bit, you can put 0. Initially, you can do like this, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, like this thing. Then next bit, 00, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. Next bit, 40, 41. Like this you can. If it is we are having another combination means 8081 you can put like this thing. Like this we can go. This will be easy method. Suppose output we are having say any value, for example 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, some value. That we don't bother about this output now. We are bothering only about the all possible combinations. Okay, all possible combinations. Okay, what is its equivalent? I am not bothered about the output just like that I have written. Okay, this is for example customer is required this type of output, like this we can. Okay, now 0, 0, 0 means what is the equivalent decimal number? What is the equivalent decimal number? 0, 0, 0 equivalent decimal number is 0. 0, 0, 1 means the equivalent decimal, not binary number, decimal number. 0, 1, 0 means equivalent decimal number is 2. This is 3. This is 4. this is 5, this is 6, and this is 7. Slightly in pencil you can write like this thing. If you will 0 to 7, 0 to 7, that is totally 8 all possible combination. That will be 0 to 7. 7 means 1, 1, 1. Okay, this is called this thing. Next we have to do min term. What is mean by min term? Important term, min term. What is mean by min term? Okay, min term means don't bother about this output. Here, what are the inputs we are having? That inputs we have to write in product form. That is called min term. In min term, 0 should be assigned with bar letter. That is like this thing, and 1 should be assigned with unbar letter. Okay, and every term should be written as product. So I am forgetting about this output. This output is not here now. Okay, now output is not there. Okay, just min term only I am writing. What is mean by min term? I am writing. What is mean by min term? What is the min term for this thing? The min term for this thing equal to what the thing means? See, 0 means bar letter. So the min term, this is A bar, B bar, C bar. Because A is 0, so 0 means bar letter, 1 means unbar letter. So A bar, B bar, C bar. All we are multiplying. That is called min term. Max term means we have to add, that we will see later. Okay. Similarly, what is this is for? This is A bar, B bar. This value is C. Because why it is C means it is 1. Okay. Here A bar, B, C bar. For this is min term for this thing. Min term for 3 is A bar, B, C. Min term for 4 is A, B bar, C bar. Min term for 5 is A, B bar, C, A, B, C bar, and this is A, B, C. This is min term for each and every number, every number. That is this combination. Every combination, this is the min term. This is the min term for this thing. Okay, min term. Min term is nothing but a product term of each combination. Each combination, the product term is called min term for every combination. Okay, that here 0 is assigned with bar letter, bar, 1 is assigned with unbar. Bar means nothing but not get a complement. Okay, like this thing. Okay, complement. Okay, now canonical SOP form. Okay, next I am going for canonical SOP form. Min term or here canonical. This is min term. This is I am writing the min term or min term. Next canonical. Canonical SOP form or min term canonical form. Another name is called min term canonical form. Canonical form. Okay, or both are same. Okay, canonical SOP. What is the meaning of this thing? This is very important. Min term means easily we can write. What is min term canonical form? Min term canonical form means here we have to see the output. So far we have not seen the output. Now I am going to write the output. What are the outputs? Let us consider this is 1. Okay, output is Y. This is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 1, this is 1, this is 0, and this is 1. Let us consider like this thing. Okay, now what is canonical SOP form or min term canonical form means? What the meaning is that now what we have to do, we have to select the output 1. We should not select output 0, we have to select the output 1. Where output 1 is there? The output 1 is available here. 1 sorry, 1 here, 1 is there. This one, this 4 1 we had to select. That's the thing what we had to write. We had to write in the form Y equal to that min term we had to add it. We had to submit or add it. That min term we had to add it. That is called canonical SOP form or min term canonical form. Okay, that's the thing. I had to select the 1. Here output is 1, here output is 1. 1 only I had to select. So Y equal to what the value? A bar, B bar, C bar plus what is the value? Next value is here. Here A, B bar, C bar plus this value A, B, what is the value? A, B bar, C plus ABC. This is called canonical SOP form. If you what is the thing? If you have a gate, we have, if we implement this equation is called Boolean equation. If we implement this Boolean equation using gates, this truth table will be, we can verify this truth table, we will get this truth table. That is, this is the actual equation. This is the actual equation. If we use using gates, this equation is called Boolean expression or Boolean equation. This Boolean equation, if you implement by using gates, we can get this output. We will get this output. We'll get this output. That is the canonical SOP form. Canonical SOP form or minterm canonical form means if we implement this thing in the equation in this using gates, we will get this equation. Thus we can verify this equation, or what the thing is that the customer will give like this thing. Okay, I want output like this thing. We have to design. Okay, that's if I design this thing, I will get like this thing. But the thing is that by this is how many gates means there will be more gates is required. Because why? Because this is a full equation I am giving. So in this equation I have to minimize this Boolean expression. I have to minimize. Minimize means, for example, a Boolean already if you minimize this thing, number of gates required will be reduced. Number of gates will be reduced. So this we have to minimize. How to minimize? Minimization, for minimization we are using, what are the methods we are using means, one thing we are using Boolean algebra. That thing already you have studied, Boolean algebra. Next thing is called, this is Boolean algebra. What is the drawback of Boolean algebra? When two variable means two variable. If there are only two inputs, we can go for which thing? Which method? Boolean algebra. But if you are having three variables like this thing, it is very difficult to go for Boolean algebra. So 3 variable, 4 variable, 5 variable, normally we will go for K-map method, Carnot map method or K-map method. This method we will go. If it's a 3 variable, 4 variable, 5 variable, 2 variable means we will use Boolean algebra itself. Easily we can solve it. Boolean algebra, what is that Boolean algebra? A plus A equal to A, 1 plus A equal to 1. Already we have studied all those things. Boolean algebra we have to use. If it is a 2 variable, we can use also 3 variable also, we can use Boolean algebra, but it is a time consuming process. For that only we are going for K-map. Okay, up to 6 variable we can go for K-map. If it is more than 6 variable, it's very difficult to go for K-map. So that's the method where we are going for Quine-McKelsey method or tabulation method. Tabulation method or Quine-McKelsey method. Quine-McKelsey method, that I will explain later. Okay, but it's a thing. Okay, so Boolean algebra already you have studied. So here in this unit we are going to study about K-map method. Okay, and that is we have to reduce this Boolean expression, so that what I will get, normally I will get equal to A plus BC, like this I will get. So how many gates required? See, it's not exact reduction. I have not seen all those things, but we will get like this equation. So if we implement this equation also, I will get this output. If I implement this also, I will get the same output, which is cheap. This is very cheap because we are going to use only 2 gates here and another gate. Only 2 gates here, one AND gate and OR gate. That is sufficient. But same thing if I implement by using, I need more number of gates. So size of the equipment also increases, cost also increases. So we have to reduce simple. So we have to simplify. So in our subject itself it is a simplification. Simplify. That's the thing. So simplify this equation. But the thing is that they won't give in the form of this thing. Okay. So what they will give? They will give in the term of min terms. Min terms they will give. So what they means, this will be given. Instead of this giving this equation, what they will give, y is equal to sigma m of. Sigma m of means min terms. Sigma m of, what are the outputs we are having? Here, that equivalent decimal number. So what is the combination? What is this one? This is a combination of 0, 0, 0. So what is its equivalent decimal number? Its equivalent decimal number is 0. That value here they will put 0. Next, what is the combination here? For this combination 1, 0, 0 combination, what is the product? A, B bar, C bar. What is equivalent decimal number? 4. It is 4. Okay. Next, what is the thing is that? Next 5 and 7. So in the examination point of view, they will give only this type of equation, y equal to sigma m of. Equation means immediately we have to say what is the variable, how much variable problem this is. Okay, we have to know how to write the truth table. What is the meaning here? Is y equal to sigma m of 0, 4, 5, 7 means this in this output. Okay, in this output, in this decimal number, the output is 1. Remaining number it is 0. That's the thing we should know. Okay, we will give the equation, that's the min term only we will give. This is called min term. So immediately we have to know how to convert it into what's the thing? Equation. This equation also we should know. This equation also we should know. Before that how many variables this is, how many variable problem this is, that we have to know. Normally what they will do, they will give like this, y equal a b c, like this they will give. If they give, means easily we can identify this is 3 variable. But sometimes they won't give, they will give like this thing, y equal to, like this only they will give. So we have to know how many variables. How many variables means 2 power n minus 1, where n is the number of variables. If we are having 2 power n minus 1 variables, okay, it is an n variable problem, the maximum number. For example, here what is the maximum number? The maximum number is 7. Okay, it is 2 power 3 minus 1. The maximum number is 2 power 3 minus 1. Okay, simply I will explain. If it is 3 and less than 3, if it is, if the min term is 3 or less than 3, it is a 2 variable problem. If it is 7 or less than 7, it is a 3 variable problem. 15 or less than 15, it is less than, greater than, this is, yeah, less than here it will be like this thing, less than or equal to, less than or equal to, less than or equal to, or it is a 4 variable problem. 31 or less than 31, it is a 5 variable problem. But normally they will give, here they will give y of a comma b comma c. Easily we can identify 3 variable problem. If suppose they have not given this thing they are not giving, means from this thing we can identify. What the meaning is 2 power n minus 1, 2 power n minus 1. Suppose it is a 15 variable, maximum is 15, means what is 2 power 4? 2 power 4 is 16. 2 power 4 minus 1 is 15. So if 15 less than minus, if it is less than or equal to 2 power n minus 1. So n is the number of variables. This is the general term. Common general term is less than or equal to 2 power n minus 1. N is the number of variables. Okay. If the maximum number is, suppose we can also have 6, less than or 6 only I am telling. Okay. This is how about min terms. Okay. Next we will see about max terms. Same thing only, max terms. Okay. Same thing only. Okay. Here I will rub all those things. Instead of min term, I am going to write max term. What is meant by max term? What is max term? Max term is nothing but each and every product should be written, each and every combination. This is one all possible combination. Each and every combination should be written in positive addition manner. Here 0 should be assigned with unbar letter and 1 should be assigned with bar letters. Totally inverse of this thing. Okay, here 0 should be assigned with unbar letter and 1 should be assigned with bar letter. So what are the max terms? Max terms for this combination, first combination, it is A plus B plus C. Okay, first combination, because why it is A, B, C, I have to add all those things. For this combination, A plus B plus C bar. Why it is C bar? It is 1. 1 should be given with bar letters. Here this will be A plus B bar plus C. Next A plus B bar plus C bar. Next A bar plus B plus C. Next A bar plus B plus C bar. Next A bar plus B bar plus C. Final A bar plus B bar plus C bar. So this is called max terms. Okay, max term. This is not max terms. We should know max term. Next, canonical max term canonical form. Max term canonical form or canonical POS form. POS, product of some form. Canonical POS form. What is meant by canonical POS form? Same thing. Here previously we have selected 1. Here we have to select 0. Here we have to select 0. Where the zeros are available? Zeros are available here. Zeros are available here, here, here and here. 4 zeros are available. So how to write this equation means y equal to y means output equal to, what is this max terms? A plus B plus C bar into A plus B bar plus C into, what is that? Another next 0 here. A plus B bar plus C bar into next 0 here. A bar plus B bar plus C. So here just to reverse, 0 should be given with unbar letter and 1 should be assigned with bar letter. Like this we have to write the max term. After that, how to write max term canonical form? Max term canonical form means here we have to multiply the max terms. Which max terms? Where we are getting output is 0. We should not consider 1 here. Where the output is 0, that we have to select it. Then that max term we have to select, that we have to product it. So product, see this already we have sum it, already we have sum in the max term, then we have to product it. So this is product of sum. Okay, previous equation, this equation, both are same. Here also if you implement this thing, if you by using gates, if you implement this thing, we get this truth table. We will get this truth table. Same thing, either I can use that equation or this equation. Both the time I will get the same result. That is, I will get 1 here, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. This truth table I will get. So if customer, I want this output like this thing, means we can give like this thing, we can. But thing is that this thing we have to reduce. This thing we have to reduce. How to reduce? By using, I have three methods: Boolean algebra, or K-map method, or Quine-McKelvey method, or tabulation method. So we can go for any one of the method. Okay, depends upon the number of variables. Okay, this is POS method. Okay, here minterm is max term. Here max term. This is max term. How max term is written means y equal to, here minterm means sigma m of your, here pi into capital M of. Here sigma m means minterm, capital M means pi of capital M of. What are the values? Here where are the zeros available? 0 is available in 1, comma, next 0 is available in 2, next 0 is available in 3, that decimal number, next 0 is available in 6. Okay, this is max term. What is min term? Similar min term, both will be min term, already we written. Min term and maximum term will be complement to each other. Okay, max term will be, min term will be sigma m of 0, 1, 2, 0, 4, 5, 7. See, both will be complement to each other. Easily, if you given with max term, immediately we can write min term. If you given with min term, easily we can write the max term. So here also we can write it is less than 7, so it is a 3 variable. That also we can identify. Max term means they will give the term pi, and min term means they will give the term sigma. Okay, the sigma they will give. Okay, that's the thing. Either in the examination point of view, we will give either min term or max term. The first thing is that you have to identify how many variables, how many inputs are there. If it is 7 or less than 7, okay, first we have to check whether it is min term or max term. If it is given as sigma, means it is min term. So in this output I should get 1. Otherwise, if I given this equation max term, either 1 we will give. Okay, if given with pi means it is max term. In this decimal number, this combination, I should get 0. I should get 0. Here means 1, here should be 0. Both are same only. So you should know how to write the truth table, but not need to write the truth table, but you should know. Okay, from this thing. Okay, min term or max term. Then by using K-map method or Quine-McKelvey method, you should be able to reduce this equation and we have to implement it. So max term and min term. First thing we have to identify whether it is min term or max term. Next we have to see the maximum number value. Okay, if it is 7 less than 7 means it is a 3 variable. 15 less than 15 means 15 or less than 15 means it is a 4 variable. Otherwise I can say like this thing. Less than 4, not equal to 4. Less than 4 means 2 variable. Less than 16 means 3 variable. Less than 16 means 16 less than 32 means 4 variable. Sorry, 32 means 5 variable. Okay, 2 power n minus 1. That's the thing. This is about our general. So your question will be given like this thing. Your question will be given like this thing. From this you have to proceed. Okay.